Okay, today we're going to go over the most missed test questions on the proportion test. The first one that we're going to go over is one where there is a fraction right in the question. This question states Professor Smith has a total of 250 students, 3/5 of whom are female. If X represents the number of female students, which of the following could be used to find the value of X? Well, when we set up our proportion, we'll have to find the two things that we're comparing the total number of students and the number of female students. When you are given a fraction in the question, fractions are made up of the part over the whole, or what you're looking for over the total. So I know that we're looking for female students and the total number of students. So all I need to do is bring down my fraction, because again, the part and the total, and there's half of my proportion. Next, I have to figure out where the 250 is going. Well, the 250 is a total. So now I put the 250 here and the X here. So I know that I am cross multiplying the 5 and the X. So I look at my answer choices, and I have 5 and the X here, 5 and the X here, but I don't have this one or this one. Now, since I have two, I have to figure out it is 3 and 250. I have A, 3 and 250, but then D tells me that it is 2 and 250, so I know that one is not correct. So let's try another one, and I want you to try it. It says a factory produces 2,700 computers per month. Of these computers, 2/9 of them are defective. If X represents the number of defective computers, which could be found to find the value of X? So we need to think of what are the two things that we're looking for. Again, I have a fraction. So the two things are defective computers and the total. So what is the first part of my proportion? My first part of my proportion is 2/9. Now the second part, again, I have a total of 2,700 computers. So is that going to go on the top or the bottom? It will go on the bottom. And then my X, I'm not sure how many defective computers there are. So once again, I'm cross multiplying X and the variable N9. So that one doesn't work. That one doesn't work. Oops. That one does work. And that one does not. So my answer is C. Now we're going to move on to the other questions that were commonly missed. The first one says Super Mario is 48 centimeters tall. What is his approximate height in inches? So let's think about what are the two things that we are comparing. Well, luckily it tells us right over here on the end inches and centimeters. And the nice thing about that is it's already setting up your table for you. You have inches and you have centimeters. So now I just bring the 1 down and the 2.54 down. 1, 2.54. And now the other thing that I'm looking for is what is given to me. So 48 centimeters tall is given to me. So I know that I need to put that on the centimeter side. So 48. Not sure how many inches, so X. So I'm going to cross multiply, and that's going to give me 48. I'm going to divide by 2.54, and then that will give me 18.897 inches. That's going to round up to B. Okay. So let's try one Why don't you try one? Natalia drives 30 miles to work every day. Approximately how many kilometers does she drive to work every day? So what are the two things that are being compared? That's right. The two things that are being compared are miles and kilometers. So when we set up our chart, we're going to set it up again. I can do it right here. Miles and kilometers. So what goes directly underneath the miles? The 0.6. And how about under the kilometers? The 1. So now again, I'm going to keep the kilometers on the right side, the miles on the left. What was the other thing that we were looking for? Well, we know that she drives 30 miles to work every day. How many kilometers? So we're not sure how many kilometers, but the miles is 30. So again, we cross multiply. 30 times 1 is 30. When we divide by 0.6, we get 50 kilometers. Let's try one more just to be sure. It says the average weight of a baby at birth is 7.5 pounds. Approximately what is the weight in kilograms? Again, what are the two things that we're comparing? Good. This time I'm going to write kilograms and pounds. So now I'm going to take the 1 and I'm going to use it from my question, the 1, the kilograms, and then the 2.2 for pounds. Now what is going to be the other side of my proportion? Okay, so since we know that it is 7.5 pounds, 7.5, and then we're looking for what the weight, approximate weight is in kilograms. Once again, we do 7.5 times 1 is 7.5 divided by 2.2, and I get 3.409 kilograms. Once again, that is rounded to 3.4.